because you see, all of these things are related, and that's why I want to talk about the black stone a little bit further, because what they've done with the black stone, there's only fragments now. There's some half dozen, maybe a dozen or more fragments of the original black stone. Now remember, was a big block, okay, a big block of stone it's missing. They've only have fragments now, and they put them in this what looks like a little sort of opal, like black opal sort of thing. But that black opal is not the black stone. It only contains fragments of the black stone, the original black stone.
Right.
And they've said it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's very small pieces left of it.
Yeah, very small.
And somebody else has the original most of it. It's somewhere else.
The original is someplace else. It's still hidden. I'm sure it's in somebody's dungeon someplace, or someone's hidden castle someplace. And they probably broke it up and made it into gemstones, which are worn by their magi, both the male and the female magi. So, and they are constantly reciting spells over this stone, in conjunction with the fact that now people are kissing the fragments of the stone in an oval orifice that absolutely represents the woman's vagina. This is disgraceful. When I saw that, I said, this is not the original Kaabah.
And what's very important for the listeners to understand, this shape was not done by the prophet.
No. Not at all.
This was not done this is a later invention that they did. All these people who talk about bid'ah this and bid'ah that, and this is an innovation, that's an innovation. This is the biggest innovation, that you take the black stone, take whatever little pieces are left of the black rock, and then give it the shape, the strangest shape that you get. Even when I saw it, I was like, why? It's like, I didn't think of it in the way because I didn't understand. But now that I think of it, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you give the black shape a shape? And so
it's a woman's vulva. So they have put the male and the female principle together, and Muslims are circumambulating the ancient pagan ritual. That's what they're doing. And they've been doing it for 1,000 years or more. Because this thing, and they're working along with the curse. So they elevated the curse.
Look at that.
This is a woman's vulva. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Don't tell me otherwise. It was purposely done this way. No one in their right mind would do this unless they were doing something wicked and something to pervert the actual ritual meaning. All right. That would then break off the connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm sure there's all sorts of mysterious...
you have a very, what do we call it? Immodest, a very, it's like pornography in Mecca.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm told that there's a whorehouse within a kilometer of the haram. And the word haram, why is it used? Why is the word haram used? You see, it's forbidden, right?
Yeah,
it's forbidden. So what Muslims are doing? They're practicing something that is forbidden. You see, and
these are the little fragments you see in black that are the actual.
It was once a big block.
Yeah. So now most of it is all like this wax they have, or a glue that they have holding the little pieces.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it's inside this encased thing that looks like the female private part. And you have the black Kaabah. You have people calling it a cubicle when it's not. It's rectangular. And all of this is to defile the holy place of Mecca.
In any case, the original
and people won't get this unless they understand from you these occult sciences. Yeah, right? They'll just not.
They kind of understand it from someone like myself, or there are a few other people who understand these things. But this is Satan worship. That's what it is. So on one hand, they're circumambulating the symbols of Satan, And there we have the British
that
Empire's
really
clock.
is interesting. You have me a little bit excited because all of these pagan gods of the past, how many of them have to do with fertility?
Yes, that's all fertility. It's all fertility. The ancient mystery religions were about fertility, you see. It was a fertility cult. It is still a fertility cult. And what stands atop the mosque and what stands atop that tower there above the clock, these are the ancient fertility symbols of the ancient fertility ritual. This is satanic. This is idol worship. That's what it is. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The entire Ummah has been bamboozled. And the scholars should be ashamed of themselves, absolutely ashamed of themselves.
And so we have this clock tower with this moon on top.
There it is. Those are the horns. Those are the horns of Satan.
The horns of Satan.
It is. And in the star, in the center, you have the star. This is a star and crescent of the ancient fertility, right? That comes out of the ancient Hindu Valley religion of the pre-Dravidian age. We're talking 8 to 10,000 years ago. Okay.
So it's almost like you have the female part there. You got the male part here symbolically.
Yeah. It represents a bisexual God. That's what it represents. It represents the unity of the sun and the moon. It represents the star. The sun is a star and the moon being the moon, representing the female and representing the male counterpart, or the yin and the yang, if you will, the Oriental version. But even that doesn't represent it correctly. What they're doing here is they're mocking the Muslims. The leaders who have constructed these things and who have protected this satanic Saturn cube.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to keep the clock tower.
They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly. This is a magic spell. That's what it is. And as long as you're under the magic spell, the curse cannot be lifted.